Photoniks. Photoniks.
Welcome to Photoniks Live again. I'm Mr. Daps.
I'm Clocky.
And we are so excited that we get to celebrate Thanksgiving with this episode. This was a inspired episode, is that what
Inspired,
we could say?
yeah.
Yes. Maybe loosely inspired. But what are we talking about today, or looking at today?
Today we're going to look at the tree. And when we say the tree, it was Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse. It was Tarzan's Treehouse.
I think it's always going to be Swiss Family Robinson
It's
Treehouse.
Adventureland Treehouse
Yes.
now, but
with the Swiss Family Robinson.
with a nod to the Swiss Family
Yes.
Robinson.
It's got a funny name now.
Right, yeah.
And why are we doing Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse today?
Because in the book and in the movie, they include in that a Thanksgiving feast and give thanks for what they have, which is themselves and survival. And we've got photos that have survived the test of time, and we'll take a look at what's still there, what's changed and changed back.
And before you give us comments, we know that it's not the American Thanksgiving feast. They're heading to New Caledonia, right?
Ah.
I think so. This was a just giving thanks meal. But that's really what it should be about anyway, right?
Yeah. It's November.
Yeah.
Time to give thanks.
Exactly. And eat lots of good food. Turkey, ham, whatever it is you like. Anyway, we're thankful for you and hope you enjoy this episode as you hear the monorail go by behind us. And in front of us, just right over that way,
Is the tree.
is the tree.
Actually, can we see the tree?
We might be able to see the tree. It's debatable. It's possible.
It's possible.
Also, let us know in the comments if you know where we are filming from today, because this is kind of a fun little, I don't know, Easter egg. It's also something just that we might have to take pictures of today, because in a future episode, this might be an area of the resort that doesn't exist anymore.
True.
This would not surprise me at all. It always surprises me that it's lasted as long as it has. All right, should we look at some pictures?
Let's look at some pictures. Here we go.
After a really long intro.
First
Which wasn't
one.
so long.
So if you watched last episode, we actually had this same group in our last episode. So this is a picture of the treehouse with 4 young people in front of it.
We have reoccurring guests, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we have reoccurring guests. We have this group from July 1964, so June or July of 1964.
Wow.
Enjoying the treehouse, which at that point would have been 60 or 61. Treehouse was in... We'll look that up for the second part.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the full treehouse.
I love it. I love that you can see the old entrance, the old staircase. It is interesting how the water wheel is it in a different place now? Like it's moved, because it's kind of to...
So having done these photos before, I don't know how much the water wheel has moved. If it has, maybe a foot.
So
not
just
nearly,
how we walk up is different.
Yeah, not nearly as much as you
Okay.
would think. So yeah,
Fascinating.
so that's that. And then what? I was going to pull.
I love their...
Take a look at that. I'm
As
gonna pull it
always,
up
I
on my
love their
phone.
outfits. Like the guy with the checkered shirt is fantastic. There's a guy in the middle. He might be a cast member that has a hat kind of on the back of his head. But there's actually quite a few interesting hats as you look at this closer. And it's such a wonderful snapshot, if you will, of time and fashion, and also of the park. When you look, there is no way you could get this picture today.
Yeah.
Like, it is never that empty during the day. Like, maybe the first 5 minutes that the park is open, but you're not going to get I'm just going to walk up with like 4 people on the entire attraction. The other thing that's interesting about this is notice the fence around the attraction, which is kind of fun as well.
And if you look very closely, let's
Look
see,
very closely.
Do we see it? Okay, you can see it there. The boy, or possibly girl, on the far left has the giant hat with the feather.
Oh, that is a feather.
The old feather hat.
Oh, that's awesome.
On top of there's someone in either a fedora or a trilby.
That's the one I'm wondering if it's a cast member.
Could be.
Because look at, like, he has a vest also, and it looks like he might have, like, some sort of a pack on his belt. And that is very fun. I just also love how open it is.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you look at how you could just walk around and you could just see everything. Like, now it's kind of grown in, and there's more, I think, fences maybe there, too. And
more directional.
Yeah, it's more directional is a very good word to put for that one. All right, should we look at the next one?
All right, yeah, let's go. We're going to go into color. We don't have a year on this one, but...
The world is a carousel of color.
There we have the tree in full color, a little bit wider of a shot. Looking at this, I would guess...
I love that our full color is kind of sepia.
Always.
I mean, how old do you think this picture is?
I would say this is probably 70s.
Okay,
so
it's 50 years old.
Looking at the difference between the two, right? Because this is almost the same shot.
Isn't it amazing that the two pieces of paper you're holding are miles older than us?
Right. For
if
now.
Only we look that good when we're that old, 50 and 60s years old.
So we have the blown up version here, as you can look at it there. And nothing that we can see in detail. We can see the sign for the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse.
The left is so much more open than it is today because now they have the, I don't know what it's called, but it's got all the equipment and the painting and stuff on the left.
Right,
the easels and stuff.
yeah. Well, and Indiana Jones butts up right to it, too.
True.
Now.
Yeah, that's also a huge difference.
So here we have this one. This is in full color. We'll be able to kind of see this today.
The thing I like about this, too, is it really leaves a lot of the story open to imagination. So you can imagine the Swiss Family Robinson worrying about tigers and animals and coming up and things like that. Like, there's a definite thought process to survival in the way that this was built and rebuilt. And that is very fun to see, I think.
All right. The next one, again, we don't have years on this one
This
either.
one amuses me a lot.
And this one's interesting because I'm going to show you
Oh,
this.
you mean these little dots on the back aren't code for what year it is?
No, I wish. It's code for what kind of an album it used to be in. So you see on the back. Careful the glue you use. We've learned over time not to use certain glues anymore. So there we have two people enjoying. One looking like she's enjoying. One looking
might be enjoying.
Slightly annoyed that she's getting her photo taken in the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. And what's interesting is this scanned better than it.
Oh yeah, it totally did. We'll show this in the final episode, but so this was the mother and father's.
No, we're on the wheel. Sorry,
the wheel. Oh, we're on the wrong picture.
We're on the wrong. There we go.
So this was the observant. Like, it would open. That was mother and father's room. Where it could open to the
outside.
To the outside, and you could look up through the ceiling and see the stars at night, which I always thought was a very fun idea for a house. Like,
just be able to open up the wall.
Other than you think of now having traveled to tropical areas of the world, the bugs and the lizards and the whatever.
You can barely see it there, but you can see the top of the buildings. This
must have been taken late in the day because you can see a little bit of the sky
right
in the background, but nothing looks bright. And they clearly used flash.
Right. And based on the outfits, I would say this is 70s. This has got to be mid 70s at least.
Yeah.
Which will bring us to the second photo of the same two.
Which is where mother does seem happy instead of not ready.
Much happier in this photo.
Yes.
See if I can get that angled perfectly. And this is now the observatory, or the daughter's room. The upstairs.
It is now.
Yeah, it is now.
I'm actually forgetting what it is at the moment.
Having just walked this, for I like to call pre-search, because we've already researched this. This was pre-searching the episode. The steps up there and that look still looks the same, surprisingly.
It is amazing how much of the structure has stayed the same through all iterations of this tree, which is gorgeous. And I think the things that have changed so much is what's come up around it, grown up around it, props, maybe a fence here and there.
Well, and the addition of the Tarzan extra part
Yeah.
of the tree,
which is now gone.
which is now gone. So it's almost like they put it back to square one a bit. All right,
a little bit, but like, yeah, it's interesting how, which I think was a very good move.
And our fifth photo is this one right
Our
here.
favorite? No, I don't know if it's our favorite. Or
Oh
not.
yeah, that's right. We haven't even. Oof, man, this is gonna be a hard one.
This is going to be hard. I think I have a favorite.
I like the back of this has written Treehouse in Adventureland.
I'm glad you can read that.
Oh.
That's and 459F.
Right.
There you go. So this is the entrance / exit.
This is the entrance from the exit.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the entrance from the exit.
So you still walk over this body of water. I would say the water is less from what is here. But
I love how much water is there. It actually makes more continuity for that little waterfall you see towards the current exit.
Right, yeah.
I think. Maybe
That-
it's, yeah.
that it was the water flowing. And this, this says 63. This is definitely 1963, August, so this is July or August. We see a gentleman in shorts and shoes.
And a hat.
And a hat with
Pins?
buttons. Yeah, those are
Buttons?
pins.
That's awesome.
I'm sure he wasn't pin trading, but he definitely enjoyed his travels and
Predecessor to a pin trader.
right wore his
Once again, look at how
medallions.
open this area is, though.
Right.
I love that.
You can see people in the background here, so that would have been the bazaar over that way. And yeah, 63.
And what's fun about back then is Adventureland really does feel like it was kind of this adventurous. You could go anywhere. You could have any experience. You could have a truck backing up right in front of you. Maybe not, but with squeaky brakes. I wonder if
Very
you can hear
squeaky
that.
brakes.
I'm sorry about that, but I loved back in the older days when it truly did feel like you were walking right into Swiss Family Robinson, or you were truly walking into, was it the African Queen?
Right.
And it's still an incredible land, but it doesn't have that kind of wild wilderness jungle feel that it used to have, mainly just because it's so darn crowded now. And as they've filled it in more, and as people also all want to go visit Indiana Jones or Jungle Cruise or Tropical Hideaway or whatever, it's definitely changed the vibe a bit, and that's cool, but also kind of a bummer. But you know, whatever. What do we got?
So for Doug, who is yelling at the screen right now.
Yes, sorry, Doug.
Swiss Family Robinson, the movie opened in 1960. The attraction opened in 1962.
That's right.
So also
in a year or two.
Yeah,
That's
within a
cool.
year or two, it was up. The interesting thing I learned today from my own podcast, listening to my episode about Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse, when it opened, C ticket attraction.
Which makes sense with the fence.
And within a year, B ticket attraction.
So was that? Huh.
So they took it down from C ticket to a B ticket.
You would wonder, I guess that makes sense, because you think of the movie being fairly recent originally, and
Right.
as it gets a little bit further from the consciousness, and you don't have Disney Plus, you don't have DVDs, VHS even, you could see it not having the same staying power as things that are front and center to people as they get to go around. This is going to be interesting.
All right, favorite photo.
That's what I'm looking at, because this is where I always have the conundrum of, do I go with the one that amuses me the most because of people's faces and reactions or outfits, or do I go with the one that's like, oh yeah, I would frame that and put it on my wall?
I mean, this.
That's the frame and put on my wall.
Yeah, this is frame and put on your wall. Like if you had it, I'm going to say this. I've had people contact me about, hey, can you share your photos? I'm trying to do an Adventureland themed bathroom, and I want some old Adventureland photos.
Yeah.
I've had someone do that, and I would say this would go into an
Oh,
Adventureland
absolutely.
themed room in a heartbeat.
Like
I
with
mean,
an old wood frame even?
so would this one.
Yeah.
These ones maybe a bit, depending
That
on how
one
much
too,
room.
even.
Yeah, this
Like,
one.
That one would be very amusing, because it's got our
Our
family.
group, yeah.
It's almost like Carousel of Progress if we keep finding this family. Quick question before we decide. For people that have pictures like these at home, what is the best way to store them for posterity?
Ooh. Well, one, keep the negatives. Two, scan them digitally. And then Like, as far as holding
Like,
onto these
would
photos,
it be good to put them in like a slide-in thing?
a slide-in best. I mean,
Yeah.
you can tell from that one's not. These ones definitely were in some kind of an album. Any of those sticky albums, taking them out is the absolute worst. Everyone thought it was going to be great, but it.
But even I would think having when you slide them in, that would protect them a little bit from the
Right, and keep them
elements
flat.
and flat.
Yeah.
That would help too. And probably, what do you think about like scrapbook? Because that's kind of glue and stuff too.
That's
and,
glue.
and tape.
I mean, with old photos, I wouldn't do it. If you were to reprint a photo, put it in a scrapbook, go for it.
Okay, there you go.
You know.
See, you got a Photoniks tip today. All right, we are going to pick our favorite.
Man, this is hard.
This is hard. It is funny. We have a picture of mother and daughter. It appears one of them, both of them look zoned out, and the other one, at least mother's smiling, and that amuses me for the two of them.
So that is that one.
That's the smiling one. Yes. That's the I can't believe you made me climb this whole tree when we could have gone.
I've got to go with this one just because the faded color, but also just the overall look, and it'll be an adventure to figure out when this was taken, because there's probably something to do with that sign and the fencing.
And nope, that's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with the same one. Like, I'd already picked it before I talked about everything else. I was trying to change my mind, but it didn't work. This one could almost be like one of those really pretty drawings, you know, like the pencil sketch. Like, I would love to see this as a pencil sketch, or just printed, like blown up, like 8 by 10 or something, and that would be very cool. I'm also wondering if the tree heights actually in the background give us. So this is similar time period, because look at how tall the tree is here, and there. It looks similar to me.
Yeah.
Although they also could have been more proactive about keeping trees from being too tall around the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse.
Making sure the treehouse looks as tall as possible.
Because today it does not look nearly as massive as it did when I was a kid, when it kind of just stood out among the trees. And
we don't have this photo with us, but I've seen a photo of. No, actually, it's not a photo. It's a postcard. It's a postcard of the Jungle Cruise, and you can see them building the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse.
Oh, that's a cool picture. That would be very cool. Future episode, huh?
Always.
Absolutely. All right, so now we're going to do the all of this is fun. But what's the next fun part?
Oh, well, we use the camera flash snap magic, and we will see you on the inside and the outside of the treehouse.
There we go. We have made the long trek. We are now at the non-Swiss Family Robinson treehouse, the Adventureland treehouse, with Walt Disney's...
Inspired
by Walt Disney's Swiss Family Robinson. Disney has a very unique way of coming up with long titles, don't they? So we are going to... I guess we could start with that first picture right now, because we are in the right place. We're going to flip this around in a second, show you what we're seeing, and then show you how that picture is different. So this will be fun. I think that kind of works. There we go.
All right.
This is actually about the right spot.
About.
Because there's the stairs. Stairs. Very different now. Much more ADA compliant and safe and planned out. It's interesting how these stairs went down more and out instead of around.
A little bit more compact.
Yeah.
So that's the first one of this location. Also, so this is when we talk about the water wheel. It may have moved a bit.
Yeah, it did, because look at how... So it's off to the left more. But that's also because the little river is smaller, too.
Right.
And now it's just off the center of the tree itself. Right. I will say this. I feel like they have cleaned out some trees around it, because it does look more open than previous years. All right, do we have another one?
We have another one in this same area.
Which this is actually negating what I just said about the wheel,
right?
Because the wheel. I'm going to back up just a little bit. There you go. We look up. I mean, obviously we noticed the 2 pylons that were part of Tarzan's treehouse that are there now that weren't in the original picture. The old sign had the little roof over it, but the new sign is very similar.
Oh, to the
when you look at it stylistically. That is fascinating,
right?
The decks or the rails almost identical,
right?
In fact, there too. Like, it's amazing how much this is structurally stayed the same. I guess when they added Tarzan's ship at the front,
right?
That changed that significantly. And the crow's nest too wasn't there. But still, very similar.
The one thing I don't have that I remember reading about, so they changed at some point from green to red leaves. So this is an older photo.
Yes. I was like, I actually remember seeing pictures of that now that you mention it.
And mostly because the green would fade and the red wouldn't fade.
They could hold it together
yeah.
longer. And thankfully, technology's improved through the years.
Yeah, right.
Well, should we head in and take a look?
Let's head in and see if we can find...
I'm tempted to just keep this running and let people see what we're seeing. Just because it's not every day we come here. And maybe you don't get to come here every day as a viewer.
And it's leg day, so let's start walking
And
up.
it's leg day, so you can hear us puffing and puffing up this wonderful... however many stairs it is, because I'm already lost count.
That was 9.
Okay, that was 9. But see, as we were talking about earlier, you have all these walls now, and ostrich. And a studio.
Now, do you take away steps for this?
I don't know. Is this the backside of the water?
Backside of waterfall.
All right, so our first room that we really need to go to is the... Which one is it currently, Clocky? And it is quite popular today, as is everything. I think Clocky is counting steps. I hope. Was this one of them?
This would have been one of them.
So this would have been right here. Let these people go by. We'll move over here. And back in the day, is this about the angle?
I think so.
So you got this here, and this is kind of the view today. They've obviously updated the organ and added musical instruments, all that jazz. What do we think?
I think that would have been it.
I think so too.
Because this is all new for the Tarzan stuff.
Yeah. Which is weird now having the flashbacks to my childhood of being up here and looking out the other way. That's really cool. Have you been counting the stairs?
I lost count.
Me too.
Ooh.
All right, this one's easy.
Much easier.
All right, here, there. Which, this one has changed quite a bit. Go for it. And this has got a more mystical, whatever feel you want to it. Should we walk around the corner? And this used to be a bedroom, right?
Right.
There was a bed right over there, and then you could open up and look at the sky. Now there's fancy equipment in here. All right, now we're going to go look out for fire ants, apparently. So, my question for you, Clocky, did you have a favorite room when you were a kid walking up here?
I mean...
And why was it the brothers' room? No.
Yeah, no, I mean, it probably was because it just seemed like the most fun, the best lookout.
Did it have hammocks back in the day? Do I remember that?
I think it had hammocks.
I mean, now we can look into outer space.
Right.
Absolutely amazing. It is fun seeing how many people are having fun here today, though.
Right.
Because there was a while where I just didn't feel like people really came up here. It's also funny watching people going up the wrong way.
Always.
All right, should we go look at the
final exit?
The final exit. I'll follow you. And as this is our Thanksgiving episode, we should give thanks that from now on we're going downhill.
Right?
Because downstairs are much nicer than going upstairs. Very fun just as you go through here, listening to the story being told as you see the different buildings, rooms, whatever this is up here, and then hearing the music and the sound effects, and then looking out and seeing the Mark Twain or the Columbia. It's a very unique experience that only could happen at Disneyland. One worth being thankful for. You can even look closely and see a temple rising in the jungle. Apparently the tea is ready. At least I think that's what that is. All right, so where do we need to go for this one?
I think we need to head towards the accessibility ramp.
We almost need to oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right on that way.
Okay. This would have been that.
We're getting close.
It would have been here.
Maybe a little bit to our right. Let's go
always 2 more steps backwards.
Yeah, you know. So that bridge is basically where it used to be.
Right.
And
there used to be more water.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how well these microphones do with this water, but it's amazing to me how similar that is. Obviously, the staircase
came out further.
Yeah, so it would have been above us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or above or to the right, possibly coming back around this way.
Okay, so this part might have... I wonder if originally it actually came out over there. Like to the right more instead of the left.
From there, yeah.
Because you can see where those chairs were as we were coming down, basically in the middle of the screen right now. That could have been
the turn.
The
and
turn
then down.
and then come straight out, and then that would make this picture work easier. I think.
I think you're right. I think that was the old turn.
Because that looks like it was something now that I'm looking for it. And if you know, let us know in the comments. Yeah. We're looking at you, Doug. That's very cool. All right, well, this has been our Thanksgiving episode. We hope you've enjoyed it. What should people do, Clocky?
I think you should like, subscribe, comment where you can. Let us know if there's anything you want to see next. This is 2 in a row, all of November.
In the parks.
November in the parks with Photoniks.
Maybe this will become a thing.
Right?
It's not going to become a thing next month because somebody isn't coming back.
Yeah.
Doesn't like hanging out with us anymore.
And we have a lot of Christmas to get through, a lot of holidays.
And we might have a special episode coming up as well that hopefully you will enjoy. If you do enjoy these, also on top of everything that Clocky just said, please share this as well. The more people that hear it, the more people that will have insight and knowledge that maybe we don't have, or maybe even pictures that we don't have that you'd like us to talk about and explore, and that just makes this that much more fun. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We look forward to geeking out with you on our next episode of Photoniks. Have a great one.
See you next month.